So I've been putting off these things for months. I'm going to be paying for them now. It's going to be painful. So if you're a procrastinator or suffers from what my husband calls the mañana syndrome, this video is going to be very familiar to you. I'm guilty of it myself. I admit it. I'll put things off till tomorrow, even though I posted a video on time management. Well, you know what they say, it's easier said than done. So this video is going to be a show and learn, in which I will show you the gardening mistakes I've made in procrastinating, and hopefully we will both learn not to do these things again. So, mistake number one, I did not fully clean out this bed. This is a bell pepper plant that I kind of chopped down but didn't fully pull out. This is a poblano pepper, and I left it in its entirety because it was still producing peppers in late November. So I let it be. The irony of it is, I didn't like this pepper. It's supposed to be a low, mild pepper, but I found it to have nothing special. There was no heat to me. To be honest, it was just a glorified green pepper that no one really cared to eat. So it should have been pulled out at that point, but here I am having to clean it out. Exhibit B. This is supposed to be my winter garden. I have planted kale, and I sowed some spinach seeds and lettuce, but as you can see, I didn't do anything to it. I didn't even give it frost protection during the cold winter nights, so it is really needing a cleanup and it's looking like crap. Here, exhibit C, are Thai peppers. Now, I bought the original pepper plant 2 years ago from a farmer's market, and the woman that sold me the plant told me it was mild. She lied. This thing is very, very hot. Unless you're chugging down Carolina Reaper peppers every single day, this is not one for the faint of heart. I've learned the only way that I can make it edible, at least for myself, is to pickle it. So the problem here is that it is self-seeding every year and taking up more space. The family is not really enjoying this. No one can really eat it. So I should be pulling them out and minimizing the size, because I could be using this to grow other things. Yeah, this is definitely a procrastination. So I gotta get with it. So mistake number 2. My dahlia patch. Now, if you're not familiar with the dahlias, they're beautiful flowers, romantic, magical, whimsical, and they're a plant that produces all summer long. Now, in order to put them to bed at the winter time, you're supposed to wait for the first killing frost to kill all the vegetation. Then you cut it down, and then you apply layer on mulch. As you can tell, I did nothing. So this is a plant. It is winter hardy from zone 8 and above, which I'm zone 8. So theoretically, it should be fine because it's supposed to be hardy to the zone. There are leaves on it that will give it protection from the winter conditions. But we shall see. Now, I'm not going to touch it now. I'm going to wait until the nighttime temperatures are consistently above 40 before I go in and clean it up, because by cleaning it up, I'll be removing the winter protection. So I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, this is definitely a mistake. And yeah, it is cumbersome because I have one little patch and have a second one back there. And this is going to take some time, along with all the other regular spring duties I should be doing now. Mistake number 3 is this new garden bed that I put in last year. Now, I did my research. This has morning sun, that has afternoon, and we have a maple tree that creates shade depending on what time of day. It could be this side, it could be the other side. I even picked out the plants that would be shade tolerant and positioned them to be in their spot where I thought that they would be do well. But I did not consider my neighbor's tree that also gives additional shade. That's my neighbor's and that's mine. So this provided some extra shade that I was not accounting for. Now, another mistake I've made, and this is kind of sad for me because I have a home horticultural certificate, and one of the basics requirements of a garden bin is to have 360 access around your bed. You want to be able to have all access around a bed in order for you to properly maintain it. As you can tell, I can't go on to the other side. And at one point, I'm going to admit it, I fell flat on my face. Yes, literally fell flat on my face trying to reach at the end to try to pull these weeds. And as you can tell, it's another thing that I didn't keep up with was the weeding. So now I'm at this point of deciding, do I just restart, clean, accept it the way it is? Or do I split this in two separate beds? So that way I would have at least more areas to access to maintain this better, and maybe make one brighter. This is the morning side of it, so it does give a lot of light, and that's more like the afternoon area. So maybe make one a shade area or bright. I don't know, but now I'm choosing between whether I should split this in two different sections. But procrastination, I should have not let it get this bad. So what's worse? What can be worse of all these things in which I'm really, really, really ashamed, but really want to improve on, is the side garden. So be prepared. It is very, yeah. So yeah, it is. Just be forewarned. It's the side of the garden is really bad. This is the morning glory that grew in, and I did not chop it off. And I should, and I have to, and I will. So first off, this grass, it grows like crazy over here because this side is full sun. So yeah, I never put that sucker in the garage. I should have, but anyway. So now we're walking in. Now succulent garden. It's always a struggle with the weeds on here, and this is actually the first garden I put in place when I first moved here 5 years ago. So the issue with this is that I did dig down deep enough, but it just didn't put any layers. I didn't put a cardboard or landscape, nothing. So you always will have these weeds coming off. So now do I keep fighting the weeds, or do I pull out all the plants all the succulents I've grown here so far and add layers of cardboard, landscaping, something to stop it from continually coming back? Because the weeds here are no joke. Now, the next one is, again, the grass. You didn't mow, and here they grow fast, so we really got to get this down. This is my failure. I think the number one failure I did this year did not bring my bird bath in when it was cold, and as you can tell, it cracked. So I don't know if I probably could reuse it. I don't know if I want to reseal it. I don't know. But this was a nice shape and depth because the birds did like these. And then is this. This is a flower garden. This is like a little side garden that I put in place about 2 years ago, and I've redone it twice. I had started out with wildflowers, and then I eventually put some perennials. But this year, I didn't do as much as the weed cleanup like I should, maintenance. So it's all weeds, all weeds. So yeah, I got some perennials in here too. So I'm gonna have to be careful when if I decide to pull out the weeds, I gotta be careful not to pull out perennials or restart it. And on a funny note, I found a piece of lettuce growing on the lawn. I'm not sure how it got there, to be honest. I mean, it could have flown from there, but yeah. Oh, and one more procrastination I have to show you. Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's strawberries in there, and that's sage. But as you can tell, it's a mess. I didn't, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me because I really, really, really got lazy. And it's sad because you don't realize these things until they pile up on you. So, with that, please comment below on your failures. You've seen all of mine. It's only fair that I see yours. So, thanks for watching and welcome to my madness.